Hey guys, Comic Relief Crusader here. I don't often go live like this, especially in the morning, but I do. And I'm kind of catching everybody off guard going live here, and that's okay. But you know what? Today's the fifth year anniversary. Been online, been on the YouTubes, as it were. And you know what? I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that that made this possible. 5 years on YouTube, and it's been a crazy journey. We're almost at 2,000, which is great. Um, Hoping to reach it by the end of the year. You never know. But you know what? I want to say thank you to a whole whack of people out there. Um, because when I started this 5 years ago, some of you might know this story, some of you guys might not. That's okay. Um, I I wanted to get on YouTube because I needed an outlet to voice an opinion of some sort. And originally, I kind of wanted to do it like political, like say I don't know, like Rush Limbaugh, or not really so much Howard Stern, considering he's a nutcase now, or Alex Jones or Louder with Crowder. But I'm not. I mean, I may be political in some areas, but I'm not really a political pundit. So, but I'm a nerd and a geek, and I like nerdy and geeky stuff. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Yeah, I'm kind of a little live here. Um, what's up to you too? But the reason why I'm making this video is 5 years of nerdy and geekiness, and without you guys, I I probably would have given this up like a while ago, more than likely. But I'm a comic guy. I like anime, and storytelling and all that kind of stuff. I don't really game much anymore, and I know that originally I said I'd be talking about games, and yeah, I kind of do talk about that every once in a while. But I like entertainment, and there's a reason for that. In this world that we're currently in, where everything has become originally politically correct, and oh, you shouldn't say that, and you shouldn't say this, and watching franchises get destroyed and changed up and all that kind of stuff. And I guess maybe it was during or after the coup, but I needed an outlet to talk. And and originally, if you look at my titillating Tuesday, the first one, oh boy, was I awkward on camera. And but it's grown since then, which is pretty neat. And I didn't think, even at this point, where I'm reaching almost 2,000 people, um, that it would grow to something this big. So you know what? This is my video, even though it's live, to thank a whole whack of people, and 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 it's this video is about really thanking all of you. Um, get on with it. I'm trying to. Um, I'm kind of putting myself on the spot here. You know what? This is it. We're 5 years in. I'm trying to do some new stuff. Morgan Luck, how's it going? Nice to see ya this fine Tuesday morning. But you know what? When originally I went live, it was on King Dolphin TV, and he just invited a bunch of people on, and so I got on, and it's like, you know what? Live isn't so bad. So, but I want to try to thank everybody today that made this channel what it is. And hello, Snortaboopers. Um, so you know what? I want to try to remember everybody right now that made this channel fun, because this is what this channel is supposed to be about, which is about fun and enjoying things that made us happy or made life a little bit more enjoyable. Um, Kind of like how I help Mrs. Dadman with her little title for her morning show, Morning Musings. So I suppose this is kind of like that. You know what? I want to thank people like King Dolphin, and yes, and you too, Snortapoopus, and Jason, and Lenrod, and Tom, our geeky classic leftist Tom. I want to thank people that have been on the show whenever I went live, like Appion. Dude, I still miss you. Man, I want you back, man. I want to thank Padawannabe. I want to thank yeah, I believe I said Tom. I want to thank Jason. I want to thank Janet from Another Planet, who's also been on. Pop Culture Republic. Want to thank you. God, who else have I had online? Stone Cold Loki. When I celebrated 25 live videos. Gary Ambrosia was another one. He was on. Roger Ethe, all the way in England. Thank you as well. Um, God, who else? We've had so many people online. God. Um, God, I remember. I think when I hit 1,000, I had my oldest daughter on, whose birthday's coming up in a couple of days, as a matter of fact. Um, Man, who else do I want to thank? Um, I know there's more. I know there's more, and I'm racking my brain right now. I want to thank members and subscribers. Lenrod, yeah, shout out to you again. Your lovely artist Sylvia and all the friends that she's brought. Mr. Peterson, John, FKHC, 2005, Pops, who has on occasion popped in on the channel as well. Hungry Boy, can't forget you. I miss you, dude. Please get back to me. Morgan, seeing how you're in the chat too. Yes, hello, and thank you to you too. Um, all the guys that I know on Facebook at Masterpiece Addicts, as well. God, all the people that are on Third Party Unlimited, all you Transformers fans, whether you're on TFW 2005 or any of the other Transformers groups on Facebook that I frequent. Um, Again, yeah, sorry to you guys on Facebook that I'm not on as often as I should be. Um, God, there have been so many people that have passed through, and I know I should remember each and every one of them. Um, Pop Culture Mechanic, thank you, man. Philip Patriot and Albertan as well. Um, God, I really want to thank everybody. and I want to try to remember everybody because to me, it's how should I put it? A host should try to at least remember everybody that is coming to their chat. It's kind of like how Doomcock knows, everybody. Canadian Spider Man, for example. Let's see. Who else is this? Oh, the Iacon Files. Yeah, you too, man. Thank you guys for subscribing. 5 years. All of you guys. Let's see. Mixel Pix. Friend of mine, also another Mike in California. I want to thank you too, Max Redstone as well. Oh, see, and he just he just popped on as well. Legatus Legionai over at King Dolphin TV as well. Wendy, the Trauma Warrior, Wendy. Um, Also, Wendy, oh man, I know you work during the day. I would love to get you on for more trauma tales from the ward. And oh yes, that's right. And speaking of Wendy, also, everybody, everybody in the trauma team, where Wendy enjoys fiddling around with the innards of everybody, along with the trauma team as well. I haven't forgotten about you guys. I'm sorry I can't remember all of your names, but you know what? And again, thank you for the super chats and ordering those t-shirts as well. So you know exactly which ones I'm talking about. Um, God, see, because right now in my head, um, I'm trying to remember everybody that has ever been in my chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many. Wenrave. There's another one. Let's see. Dracul Mihawk. Let's see. The Spanish Fly Guy. The Collector. Also on top of that. My German Mexican Doctor. That has also been there. So I sent you an email. I hope you reply soon. What else? I like to be the other rearranging guts giggling. Me too. It's kind of fun. It's like Operation, except without the screaming. Um, God, who else? Like, there's a ton of you guys, that have partook in the insanity of this channel. And again, I try to make it fun. I try to make it like a cool hangout place to come to. And and once, because I was talking to Tom last night, and I showed him the specs on my computer, and it's like, oh my god, dude, you are running a dinosaur of a computer. And it's true. It's 100% unequivocally true. Um, yeah, I definitely got to get a new one. But, and that's why I'm on my phone right now. Um, hmm. I'll have to print all my subscribers or I'll never remember them. Yeah, right? I bet you still have a 486. It's a Celeron 486. No, it's. Otherwise, I'll be running Windows 98. Although that wouldn't be too bad because then I could play all my old Star Wars games, which would be pretty cool. Um, Man, oh man, oh man. There have been so many of you, and um, a lot of great people that have been on the channel. A couple of them not so good, but we're not going to talk about that because it's not even worth it. Um, but all of you, all of you have kind of really kept me going because I know there have been a few times over the past couple of years where there have been at least a couple of 6 month stints where I haven't been on the channel. One of them being when 4 years ago, actually, when we were told that we had to leave our place um, when things got really tough, and went off air for about at least 6 months. And another time, actually last year, when I started a new job, and I kind of had to figure out a new schedule, which wasn't easy. But um, but a lot of you guys have stuck around, and I'm sorry for the jiggling, and I'm really grateful to be allowed to have an outlet to just talk, because I don't get the chance to really talk that much, and you guys have been my outlet, um, to just talk, just voice an opinion, um, but try to make it fun and goofy, because life tends to, get in the way of a lot of things, and a lot of us know um, how stressful life can be, and and every once in a while we need a little bit of an escape to get away from the harshness of life and how things are going, and de-stress. And the way I used to do it is just like after work, come on home, sit on the couch, and just relax. Just sit on the couch, maybe turn on the TV, watch something a little entertaining, and just de-stress a bit. And Lorthoft, yes, you're another one. And I'm trying to rack my brain, trying to remember everybody that has been on this channel, and you have too. So, Lorthoft, my Nova Scotian, my fellow Maritimer, good to see you. God, I think pulp culture, pulp culture. Well, Gary and all the others. I want to thank them too for allowing me to have even an outlet on their channel as well. And you know what? And even Doomcock for even allowing me on his channel twice and just be part of his goofiness. Dadman as well, and Mrs. Dadman, being allowing me to be a part of their channel as well. So it's not really necessarily about my channel. All hail the Blue Nosers. That's right, exactly. It's just not about me and my channel. It's not. It's about it's about other channels allowing me to partake in their fun as well, and their goofiness. Like I said, like Doomcock, or the Dadmans, or even on Jason's channel on 540 Studios, and King Dolphin and stuff like that. It's about that, and it's a thank you to all of them as well, to originally help me break out of my shell, and just kind of do this stuff live. So, which is not bad for a guy that originally wanted to do radio. So, as I say, I got a face for radio, I guess. So, but um, but yeah, mainly it's about you guys, and sometimes there are times when I wasn't doing it for about 6 months, that I was thinking, you know what, I really should get online again, on YouTube, and just de-stress, and have fun with you guys. And it should be a hangout spot. It's kind of like with Klobby, and his comic geekery hangout, and his Saturday night Star Trek. Oh yeah, and that being the case as well, you know what? Even though I know he's not around, and he hasn't been around for God, is it almost 3 years now at this point? Gil, Cardinal Sin. And those are the two guys that I really miss the most. I really, really, honestly miss the most. Gil, because, um, you know, he was into to the entertainment, into the supernatural and stuff like that, and that struck a chord with me because I enjoyed it and I miss Gil, and it really bums me out that he wanted to put a online game, or no, sorry, like a board game of some sort, a role playing game, and I was doing the graphics for him and couldn't finish that project, which was a big bummer. Who else is on here? I'm trying to look here. Um, you know, and also I kept his midnight to midnight going on his channel for the longest show ever. So Gil, wherever you are, thank you for for allowing me to do that on your channel. Um, and again, with Mike, with Clobby, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have rediscovered the joy of reading a comic book again. And again, like I said before, I mean, I used to collect comics and I used to read them and I enjoyed the artwork in them and the storytelling and of all the comic greats. And yeah, even though some of them have gone kind of loopy, the Image 7, um, except now for Eric Larson, he's just way far gone, but that doesn't matter. Um, yeah, if it wasn't for Mike, uh, I wouldn't have rekindled um, my love of reading comic books. And because through that, I met Hungry Boy, and I met all of you guys, and I met Raquel. Yeah, Raquel is another one I'd like to thank, and Gwagnar, and everybody that hung out at Mike's place. And Brandon, the anime guy, how's it going, dude? Yes, and you, and I want to thank you too for also letting me on your channel and having fun goofiness on your channel as well. It's essentially all of you guys that have not um that has not made me give up on being on YouTube and having an outlet and trying to make things fun. And that's why I'm trying to switch things up a little bit, with the drawing stream of making my own manga of huge circles, amazing circles, drawing. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And still trying to plug away at that because again, if it wasn't for Clobby and Hungry Boy, I wouldn't want to be drawing a comic right now. And if it wasn't for people like, say, for example, Doomcock and originally actually Heels versus Babyface, because he was talking about a comic, Why the Last Man. If you've never read that, um, it's a good read. It's a really good read. That's pretty much originally what kind of kicked it off. Is those two guys, Heels versus Babyface and Doomcock. Um, but it was all of you guys out there that also have channels that made me realize I'm not the only nerd out there that has these feelings and these concerns, and all of you pretty much feel the same way. And it's okay to be a geek and a nerd and enjoy all this kind of stuff. You know, uh, they say men never really grow up, and we really don't. You know, we do and we don't. As men, we take things seriously when we need to, but when we also need to unwind, um, we go back to that inner child. And again, that's how we de-stress. And that being said, I also want to thank Rancor Steve, who also used to be on Doomcock, and he's taken a little bit of a hiatus, with Manorama, and I'm hoping that he comes back. So, Steve, thank you to you also, and your thought from the throne little segments that we did, and I want to bring that back somehow because, dude, those are hilarious, and I miss doing them and showing them to everybody on the channel, and I'm gonna have to make like YouTube shorts of those and just post them for everybody to enjoy. Um, God, I'm feeling that I'm missing something, and I don't really want to miss anything or anyone for that matter. And I know I'm going to miss a few people, but trust me, you're not missed. You're all up here in my head. Um, thinking each and every one of you. And and yeah, 5 years. It it goes by quick. And you know what? And I know a lot of people, King Dolphin for one, he's going to be celebrating 5 years. Any derivative Jill, yes, God, there's another person that I got to think. Any derivative Jill. If it wasn't for anti derivative Jill, I have to thank you as well because I know I don't do it often enough because I am so busy during the day that, like after work and stuff like that, I tend to forget. But Jill, I want to thank you reposting my channel also as well. And I know I don't do yours as much as often, and I do mean to do it, but I I tend to forget a lot of times. So Jill, again, thank you. You are a peach. You are a sweetheart. And thank you for reposting my channel. I really honestly do appreciate it, and I have to do yours more often. That being said, mentioning Jill, I also have to thank Scotty as well. Not a lot of people get Scotty's sense of humor. I do. It's a playful kind of not quite snarkiness, but anyway, it's kind of hard to describe. But Scotty, also, dude, thank you, as well. Uh, God, I know there's more people. Joe's atmosphere, man, dude. Also, thank you for being on, and I really, honestly hope things are going well with you. Yeah, Scotty is totally 100% cool. So, 1,000% cool. He he. No, he knows it. He knows he's cool. I don't have to reiterate how cool Scotty is. God, I'm even trying to go through in my head. Um, Everybody on my X or on my Facebook. Al Nickerson, love you, dude. Keep drawing. I am trying to get better. I didn't trace everything. Um, oh God. I'm really honestly trying to think. Oh God, who else has been on the channel? Any derivative? No, Wendy Trauma Warrior's been on. Jason's been on. Tom has been on. Jennifer from Another Planet occasionally's been on. Padawaнаbe's been on. Scotty's been on. Tom, of course, has been on. Um, let's see. Loki's been on once. Gary Ambrosia. Roger Anthony has been on. Oh God, I know there's been more people. Padawaнаbe, I think I mentioned Padawaнаbe. Abion, still miss you, dude. God, Franco Walker, how's it going, man? Mr. Peterson, yes, but does Scotty know? Yes, he does. And Mr. Peterson, Mr. John, I mentioned you as the thank you, and I'm doing so again. Who else? Oh my God, all of you, all of you guys, as I've been ranting on for about a half an hour now, trying to remember everyone and trying to say thank you to everyone. But he's a hoot. Scotty is a hoot, man. He's more than a laugh. He's a hoot. Um, but no. As I rant on now for a half an hour, I just want to say thank you to all you guys that um, that have been there for 5 years, and and making goofy videos, making funny live streams, sharing stupid news and really dumb funny commercials, and the cartoon at the end. Don't forget the cartoon at the end. You gotta have the cartoon at the end. Man, but yeah, a lot of you guys, and I think you know what, a lot of YouTubers out there that have subscribers. You know what? I know that maybe one or two of them do out there, as far as I know. Um, but they should do this more often. I think they should do this more often. They should they should celebrate their anniversary, but not celebrate it in a way that it's all about, me, 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 me. It's not, because it's all about you guys that have subscribed and even had memberships and even give super chats and stuff like that. Um, I never thought I would hit 250, and we did a little bit of a celebration for 250 subscribers, and we did it at 500, and we did it at 750, and then we did the big 1000, and I think I did one at 1500. And and again, I didn't think I would ever get monetized. And a lot of you people out there, like Brandon, if you're still in the chat, you probably thought the same way when you started, or even King Dolphin, or any YouTuber, Jason as well, and a lot of you guys, um, you know, we probably thought that we would never hit big numbers, or that we would probably never get monetized, or some of us even thought that, who's going to tune in, who's going to listen, but there are people that share the same passions that we do. And I don't know why I'm burping right now, but that enjoy the geeky fun nerdiness that we enjoy. And you know what, and and I'm not saying that all this stuff is a substitute for family and friends. It's not, because you should enjoy being with your family and your friends. It's just that you guys now are an extended circle of friends, and and this channel, like probably quite a lot of other channels, should be a hangout place. It should be like what Klobby named it. It's a clubhouse. It should be a clubhouse where everybody gets together and hang out, and we all talk about the fun crap that we've enjoyed over the years. And that's the way it should be. Is a clubhouse. Like that tree fort that you and your buddies probably hung out in, and enjoyed talking about, games or the movie that you saw on a Friday night, or just sitting down reading comic books and stuff like that. It's and I know it sounds so cliche, but you're all like family and friends. Yeah, exactly, Franco. Yeah, for me, YouTube is family and friends. Exactly. It's the way it should be. So, and like I said before, yeah, a lot of other channels should do it. Celebrating their anniversary, but make it a thanks to everybody that has subscribed and that continue to hang out, and continue to partake in the insanity that is this channel, essentially. So, in true Comic Relief Crusader goofiness, we're going to be celebrating 5 years on YouTube. And how are we going to do that? Yes, we are going to be doing something tonight. Is it going to be on YouTube? Partially, kinda. So, but it's going to be mainly on Rumble and on X, And and how you say, does Comic Relief Crusader spend 5 years on YouTube by not being on YouTube? Well, we're gonna be on YouTube for a little bit, a little bit. Um, or you know what? Maybe not. I'm gonna be doing something. I'm gonna be showing a movie, a particular very fun, good movie from when we were kids. And I can't really show it on YouTube, but I can show it on Rumble, and I can get away with it probably on X. So, um, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. 6:35 on YouTube. I'll go live, and then you know what? I'm gonna port everybody to Rumble. Or if you happen to be on X, stay tuned on my X account. Or better yet, if you find my X account, go to Rumble, 6:35. That's when the show starts. I may turn it off for YouTube because the start of it is 25 minutes, and it's enough to get your popcorn. And good morning, I think. Yeah, no, it's definitely morning. But we're gonna be doing something on Rumble. I want everybody to go on Rumble. And Vince, thanks, man. Thank you for the links. We're gonna celebrate 5 years by doing something on Rumble and on X. So it's gonna be the despecialized version of Star Wars. Not any George Lucas edits, not any Disney edits. It's nothing like that. We're going to be showing original Star Wars, original, unsoiled Star Wars. And then on Wednesday, we'll do the same thing with Empire Strikes Back. And then on Thursdays, which is normally CRC's sci-fi kung fu movie mania of cheesiness, we'll end it off with Empire Strikes Back. Or no, sorry, Return of the Jedi. Will I be able to get away with it on Rumble? I think so. I think we might be able to. Will we get away with it on X? Probably. You never know. So, but anyway, guys, I gotta nick off here. I gotta do some stuff. I put the link at my X. If you can, spread it around. Let's get some people over on X because, like I said, yeah, hand shot first. Like I said, in case anything happens with the Rumble channel, I definitely, or no, if anything happens with the YouTube channel, then it's Rumble, where you have more freedom of speech. So there you go. So everybody, thank you for 5 years. We'll see you tonight, and go check out the Rumble channel. Go subscribe there, and let's have some fun again. All right. So this is me signing off. All of you guys in the chat, thank you for 5 years, and we will see you tonight. Later, Crusaders.